Good evening. This is Victor L3 India Mike Whiskey, otherwise known as Mac from Hamilton on the West Mountain. This Sunday night 70 centimeter sideband net has grown into the Sunday night UHF VHF sideband net. We experiment both on 70 centimeters and 2 meters. So we take check-ins on 70 centimeters and then migrate over to 2 meters on a different frequency. So we're waiting for the clock to flip over to 8 p.m. and we'll get things going. Thanks for joining in tonight. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Good evening and attention all stations. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. Welcome to another Sunday night edition of the UHF VHF sideband net. And we're going to start out on 446.125. Looking for check-ins, but we'll take a quick standby for any time-sensitive mobile or priority traffic stations. The VA3IMW is listening. Okay, good to hear. No emergency traffic, so we'll slow down a little bit and take your check-ins now. Anybody, anywhere? If you got the equipment that allows you to communicate on sideband on 70 centimeters, hoping to get your call sign in the log. VA3IMW waiting for you.
Victor Echo 3, outside you is Fox. VA3 Whiskey Pop Golf. Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango. Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Victor Alpha 3, November, Charlie Alpha.
Well, that sounds like everybody in the list so far. We've got Emnon, Chris, Albert, Chuck, and Wade. So we'll take them in that order. VE3AJF at the top of the list. Come on in.
Good evening, Mac and all that. VCAJF Emnon. That's Wilson in North York here. Yeah, Mac, excellent signaling today. Got to an S5. I did not hear Chris. Albert came in loud and clear, nice signal. I didn't get a reading on him, but very clear audio, nice and loud. Same with Chuck. And yeah, beautiful day today. Spent some time outdoor there with I think it's hit around 14 or so degrees around here. Back to you, Mac, VCAJ.
I have to agree, 100%. It was a gorgeous day. Our department had scheduled a off-site, what do they call it? Team building activity here. So we ended up going to a place in Kitchener and played a couple of games of bowling and ate some pizza and wings and had some fun there. So while I was up in Kitchener, I also stopped at Shades Mill Park and activated there. It was nice to sit at a picnic table with the sun shining down and out in shirt sleeves. So I think 16 degrees or something like that. I probably should have had a coat on, but nonetheless, I hope I didn't get a burn on my neck. I could be a redneck. Anyways, very good signal coming in on 70 centimeters. That's a peak at an S3. So conditions a lot better on UHF and VHF than on HF. My goodness, the earlier day HF band conditions were just deplorable. Anyways, thanks for coming in, and we'll give you a chance to give some signal reports to everybody that you heard. Obviously, Albert is very close to me. You probably hear him as well as I. All right. Let's see. Going down the list, let's go to Chris, VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf. I heard you were out at a park today.
update at the Hillside Little John Park there. Yeah, it's everything. Pretty rough conditions today. Went down there to hunt them on my HTX 202 and observe the activation. Hopefully throw a wire, but I missed the wire, so went down there with the HTX 202, found the microphone in my hand anyway, so I guess I joined the activation. Other than that, the log is now uploaded, so that's taken care of, and yeah, I'm just putting around the place, Sunday chores and stuff, so I got you at an S6, but I won't be around for signal reports, but I will be listening in the background, and I will be switching over to 2 meters to drop in another check-in at the conclusion of the 70 centimeter portion.
Okay, very good, Chris. What the heck is an AC202? I've never heard of that before. Is that like a Linko?
No, the HTX 202, Hotel Tango X-Ray 202 is the one that Radio Shack used to sell.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a new one on me. I'll have to look it up. Very good. And I guess we got Wade coming in subsequently. So, yeah, very good. A beautiful day to get out at a park. Thanks for your checking in, Chris.
Oh, that sunshine was nice today. Yeah, I actually left the motorcycle at home and took the foot trail today. Got to do that. Got to start doing some more walking and leaving the bike at home more. Yeah. Anyway, I'll send her back. Won't tie her up. VA3WPG.
Okay, very good, Chris. I do have you with an S9, so great signal up the hill. And let's see. Next on the list is VA3BT with 30 over S9, as usual.
Hey, good evening, Mac. Jesus, I had a brain fart there for a second. And everyone else on frequency. I didn't do too much this weekend, like radio. Just a lot of spent all day outside. Really nice day today. Got a lot cleaned up out there. Took the winter tires off and swapped them out, so hopefully that didn't cause me any bad luck. Other than that, I got some reports here. So you're coming at 30. I'm none. I got no reading at him at all. I could hear him in there, but nothing on him. Chris, he was fluctuating from 5 to 7. Chuck was at 9. Wade at 2. He was from 2 to 3. Other than that, we'll hand it back over to you, VA3BT.
Okay, Albert, your antenna for this band, is that a X200 or an X50 or what is it?
It's the X510.
The X510. Okay, so that's a high gain antenna. All right, and how high?
That's up about 45 feet. So 45 feet to the base of the antenna.
Oh my goodness. All right. And you have no meter reading on M9. Is your preamp on or off?
It's off. But if I do put the preamp on, I could hear them. I get them about 1.
All right. I run my 7100 with the preamp on all the time for 2 meters and 70 centimeters. So anyways, I know some of the guys in Toronto, they're stingy with their preamps as well. So not to worry. As long as you can hear them, I guess that's really all that matters.
Oh, yeah. No, I could definitely hear them. If I have the preamp on, no problem. I can get them in there, no problem at all. No signal. Like I said, he might hit the 1 there, but definitely hear him in there. But he makes a big difference on VHF.
QSL, and we're going to be there shortly. All right. Thanks again, Albert. Next on the list is VA3CJZ.
Hey, good evening there, Mac, and all on net. Funny thing today, I made only 2 contacts today, and one of them was your polar opposite, VE3WMI. Walter, I believe, is his name. And then one other contact. But I thought I'd mention that I thought of you. Did not know you were out activating. I would have tried listening for you. I would have looked for you. but next time, I guess. And yeah, Mother Nature has been teasing us today with some nice weather, but it looks like we won't even see the sun until Thursday. If the weather forecast holds true, but we'll wait and see. Anyhow, Mac, you're coming in at a peak of S9. Amnon was very readable, no signal, and WBG Chris was 15 over S9, and Albert was hitting the 10 over S9 so far, and from what I could tell, Wade behind me there, he's very readable. So good conditions tonight on UHF. So that's it for me. I'll send it back to you.
Okay, I appreciate the check-in and the signal reports. Very good. Yep, as you can see on the screen, you're also an S9 up here. Super duper signal there. No worries about hearing you. And yeah, what else was I going to say? I wasn't terribly sure whether I was going to activate when I took off for Kitchener this morning, understanding that I was going to have to throw a big round ball down a hardwood floor. I wasn't sure I was going to be in any shape to do anything after that, but thankfully I didn't get terribly sore in any particular place. So yeah, there was a couple of parks that I could have visited. One was Dumfries. When I double checked in, system said the park was closed until May 1st. So I took the second choice, which was Shades Mills, and a quick trip in the gate, and the young lad was good enough to give me the seniors discount. I don't qualify for it yet. Anyways, thanks for checking in, Chuck, and we'll see how things go on 2 meters. Anything else before I pop over and say hello to Wade?
Yeah, I did have something, but now I forgot it. Except Rick, BK, is checking in on YouTube. I do believe he does not have the sideband capabilities over here. So hello there, Rick. Thanks for checking in. And gee, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, I saw an article that mentioned Linamar is up for sale in Guelph there, the property, the building there.
Yeah, the building in Welland. You're breaking my heart, buddy. The building in Welland that we built right from scratch in order to support the rear floor for that electric vehicle that was supposedly going to be built in Oakville. We've got one die-cast machine installed, a second one that's still in boxes. We got some CNC equipment and some assembly equipment already on the floor. Ford canceled the vehicle. There is a commercial situation developing there. And so Ford was forced to sign a take-or-pay agreement, which meant they had to pay out all of the capital costs if they didn't, in fact, start taking shipments of these parts. And if, well, as you can well imagine, canceling the program, there is a significant cost to Ford Motor Company. However, now we have a building that is serving us no good at all, and we're preparing to move the machines that are in the facility and either lease or sell the property. So, yeah, it's a tear in the corner of my eye, but nonetheless, everything worked out okay for our Canadian company.
All right, well, you better get another box of Kleenex. Anyhow, Mac, thanks for the update, and I just thought I'd mention it because I recognize the name, and I hope everything goes well. I'll send it back to you, sir.
Okay, Roger. Yeah, Vanya was possibly going to be affected because they didn't know what they were going to do with the Oakville assembly plant, and Ford then recognized that they needed some surplus production volume for the F350 and F450 trucks. So imagine that they were going to build clean and green SUVs that were battery electric, and now they're building internal combustion engine vehicles and big ones. Yeah, that's all way too humorous. And yeah, all the time I spent over in France last year working on prototypes for this vehicle, all coming to naught. Was a nice experience being over there. All right, let's not delay any further. VA3NCA, come on in.
VA3IMW, VA3NCA, good evening, Mac, and good evening, everybody else on net. Yeah, so far the signals are quite good. I'm hearing everybody except for Amnon, unfortunately, but I don't generally hear him from where I am anyways. But everybody's nice and clear to my station. Yeah, it was a great day out, nice weather-wise anyways. The radio weather wasn't as cooperative, but we still got it done. And yeah, it was a good to get out there on a nice day. I was embarrassed though. I got there. It's so close to my place, so I just hopped on the bike and went. And I don't know where my mind was, but I left the helmet on the shelf there in the garage, and I don't ever do that, but I did this time. So, anyways, I guess went off the roads as much as I could and just went extra careful. But anyways, it was just because when I got there, I'm like, wait a minute, there was something missing. But made it home and there safely, and we set up and got to play radio for a bit, so it was a good day.
Did you remember your pants?
QSL, yes, I did remember that. Everything else I remembered, so that was good. That would have been embarrassing on in multiple dimensions.
Alrighty, very good. Anyways, good on you. It sounds like you all had some good exercise. Bill hoofed it, so did Chris, and you had a little with the wind blowing through your curly locks.
Yeah, QSL, that's for sure. So, yeah, getting ready for, speaking of the bike, getting ready for the Paris Sandcaster in a few weeks here at the end of April. So I got a little toy. It was on sale, so I thought I'd splurge. It's a little it's an off-brand GoPro. I don't have GoPro type dollars, but I was able to get this thing, and it looks like it might do a decent job. I'll mount it to. There's a spot under my computer mount that can take other accessories, including cameras. So I'll see, I'll see how good of footage I can get of the tree as I run into it on the Paris Sandcaster. I'm doing the classic route, which is just over 70K. It's not the long route. The long route's just over 100, but we'll start here and see how it goes.
All righty. Once you get this one under your belt, you can plan on the Paris to Dakar.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think that's what they're playing off. Paris to Roubaix is the thing they're playing off here. But our very own Paris Sandcaster has been running for since the 90s, I think. So it's got a good history in the area. This is the classic route, which starts just shy of Paris. Actually, it's more like Cambridge to Ancaster, but that doesn't roll off your tongue as easily. The 100K route, it actually legit starts in Paris, so I guess that's what they're leveraging. But anyways, we'll see how that goes. On the bike is working great now. Just in time to see how much damage I can do to it and myself at the end of the month.
All right, very good. So you can obviously see the meter here, something around an S3, possibly a little bit better than that. Good job there. Yeah, also waving a hand to Rick. Thanks for checking in on YouTube. Looking forward to you modding one of your radios so that you can check in with us on upper sideband on 2 meters and 70 centimeters. Okay, I don't have anybody else on the list right now. Let's see if there is anybody else that wants to join us on 70 centimeters before we do a quick check of signal reports and then move over to 2 meters. VA3IMW is standing by for any further check-ins. Heard there. So we'll go to Emnon for a quick round of signal reports. If you were watching, go ahead, Emnon.
Yes, Mac. You were still holding an S5 here. Chris, it was a very, very light, not readable, but I could tell he was there. Albert was no signal, but loud and clear audio. Jack was peaking at an S3 to my location here, and Wade, no copy whatsoever. Back to you, Mac.
All righty. So those with signal reports, for them, they heard what they heard. And if you didn't hear Emnon, he didn't hear you. All right. We'll just take a quick trick down the list. VA3WPG, I think you said you'd meet us on 2 meters. Are you still with us?
Still here, still listening, VA3WPG, but we'll be meeting you on 2 meters. Just getting some chores done around Sunday evening.
Okay, very good. VA3BT, any updates for the final 2 check-ins?
No, same signals. Got you at 30, Emnon. Nothing on him, but I can definitely hear him. I went to, and Chris, 5 to 7, Chuck at 9, Wade at 2. Then that, we'll meet you guys over in the other one, VA3BT.
Okay, very good. And Charles, any update on signal reports?
No, everything's the same as I mentioned previously. Wade was very readable. You could almost maybe see a signal, but not quite. Other than that, everyone's the same there. Can't wait to see. Chris, is he on the omnidirectional or on the directional antenna?
That's a very good question. VA3WPG, which antenna you're using?
I am on the beam pointed towards McMaster. Just give me a second. And now I'm on the X30 right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, the omnidirectional is a little bit better to me. I got you, Chris, at a 20 over S9. So good job.
Oh yeah, I usually use the beam because I find I hear more people better with the beam.
Oh yeah, not a problem. I was just wondering, and so I could give you a decent report there. All right.
Very good, VA3WPG.
Okay, very good. And Wade, I think you were at the tail of the list, so we already have your signal reports. Any other updates?
No, I guess the only thing to say is I also got you better on the X30, the Omni, but that must probably be because you're pointing that beam away, so I must be getting you off the side. Noticeable increase in signal, though, Chris, to my location on your Omni. But you're doing well with that beam to get the most people. You got to throw your power in the direction you need it, and then leverage your power where you don't need it elsewhere. So that's a good choice. Just to report that, yeah, your signal went up a good SUNet to my location when you went to the Omni. Other than that, I will pass it back to you, and we can reconvene on 2 meters.
Quick comment.
Go ahead, Chris.
Same thing with Wade here. No signal, but I can hear you on the beam, and you go up to S5 on the Omni.
QSO, sounds good. Yeah, you're making the right choice to get the most people. Throw your signal where the most people are. But I can hear you in both cases, nice and clear.
Excellent, Doc Nut.
Okay, with your last there, Wade, you came up to an S5 at peaks. Very good. That's where your radio is pushing the most power. Full audio. Very good. Okay. At this point in time, we're ready to QSY to 2 meters and see what happens. We will meet you all at 146.400. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Nothing heard. All right. The Sunday night UHF VHF sideband net is reconvening here on 2 meters. Welcome to 146.400. And let's see if everybody's made it here. Top of the list is VE3AJF. All right, we're standing by for VE3AJF. Have you joined us here on 2 meters? Okay, you made it. Thank you very much. All right, come on in, Emnon, VA3AJF, VA3IMW.
Yeah, sorry about that, Mac. I switched over to the VHF upper sideband, and I forgot that I had the offset on again, so I was transmitting who knows where. So that was a wake-up breath. But anyway, you're an S9 on this frequency. First set 5 on the UHF side, preamp on both UHF and VHF. I can see my signal also is picking it as 9 on your radio there, so looks like everything is much better on this frequency. Back to you.
It certainly is, and you're spot on. Peaking S9 at full audio and doing a fine job there. Obviously, this band is a little noisier, so the noise floor is noticeable. But as far as signal propagation, it's working really well. And I guess as far as a noise floor goes for 2 meters, it can be problematic when it's 5 or a 7. Then you're depending on line of sight communications and perhaps utilizing a 5-element beam or something like that in order to secure it. But from our stations, I think not a problem. Very good. Well, pay attention and let's see how things go with the rest of our check-ins tonight. Next on the list is, you did say you saw the signal at S9. Okay, very good. VA3 Whiskey Papa Golf, you're next.
VA3WPG, for a change, I actually heard AJF in there for once, but I was staticky. I could not make anything out, but I did hear the voice, and I was playing around with ANF and noise reduction, but I guess it came my turn, but definitely heard the voice in there. I'm on the beam right now, and switching over to X30, I'm going to say for you on the beam, Mac, you were at 6 on 70 centimeters, and on 2 meters you were at 9, and I'm now back on the beam. You went from S6 to S9 on the beam.
Okay, appreciate the signal report there. And on the beam on this frequency, you're 20 over, and on the omnidirectional, it slips down to 15 over 9. So obviously throwing the energy my way obviously is a little more effective, but either way, distributing that power amongst everybody, perhaps the vertical might be more efficient to hear and be heard to all the stations. Anyways, thanks for playing with us tonight, Chris.
Not a problem. I'll use the beam on 440 and the X30 on 2 meters, and I'm back on the X30. And with that, we will say good evening, 73 everybody. But I will be listening in the background until the conclusion of the net. VA3WPG.
Thanks again, Chris. Next on the list is VA3 Bravo Tango.
Yep, we made it here. We made it here. Yeah, definitely much better here. God, she went from like 30 to 40, so 40 on here. Amnon, I had him at 7, actually 3, and then when I put the preamp on, he came up to 7. No problem hearing him in there. Chris, he started off at 10. I think he was on the beam, and then when he went to the Omni, he was at 9. So not huge difference. And that's all I got up to date here. Other than that, we'll hand it back over. VA3BT.
Okay, so 40 over is what you are here. And thanks for your signal reports for the stations checking in all so far. So yeah, obviously propagation on 2 meters, much better. Noise floor, noticeably higher, but I think if we had to do simplex communications, obviously sideband is more efficient than FM, and 2 meters better propagation than 70 centimeters. All depends on how much the noise floor is. Thanks very much, Albert. We'll get around to you for quick updates for any other signal reports, but let's bring in Chuck. VA3 CJZ.
All right, very good then. What a difference. Yeah, so AJF, 0 copy, could not hear him. So I had to use the YouTube stream. So again, thanks for streaming on YouTube. Chris, WPG was 20 over on the beam and 15 on the Omni. Pretty much the same signal you get from him there, Mac, which is weird because if he's facing toward in your direction, he's getting me on the back end. So there you go, very good. And Mac, you're a good 25 to 30 over. Albert's a solid 30 over, and just waiting on Wade now. So yeah, very weird. I can't hear Amnon. Back to you.
That is strange because you heard him on 70 centimeters. But obviously the noise floor on 2 meters has come to play. So that could what's your noise floor on 2 meters here?
Well, it's showing no signal, so it's low.
Okay, well, I know I don't have any appreciable noise that's peaking the meter, but I know that what I hear on the radio is louder noise than it is on 70 centimeters. So yeah, sometimes 2 meters is a little bit crackly, and yeah, I guess that's what is wiping Amnon out for you.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's much more quieter on 70 centimeters, and on 2 meters there's no signal, but the noise is slightly louder, like you said. So yeah, very interesting.
Okay, Chuck, thanks very much. 20 over S9 is where you are right now. And last on the list here is VA3 November Charlie Alpha.
VA3IMW, VA3MCA, as everybody's saying, the signals are way up here, of course. Preamp off, everybody is at or just around S9 to my location. With the preamp on, you're all up around 15 or 20 over. Except for Amnon, I'm still not picking up Amnon, but that's no surprise from my location. Something I did find, though, is that I've got some adjacent station or noise of some variety. You can hear it as a clicking on FM, and you can hear it as a tone on sideband. But I'm able to notch that out. The 7100 has a nice notch filter, so I just played with it for a bit, and I got rid of that tone. It's just like it's a pretty. I wouldn't be able to tell you what tone, but it's a pretty even tone. If you move your head in and away from the speaker and back, you can know it out that way. But that's a little bit tiring. So the auto notch or the manual tuning of the notch there was able to tune it out. Other than that, though, everybody's coming into my location strong and clear.
Okay, well, comparison for you, your peak on 70 centimeters was a 5. Here, 15 over 9, so appreciable improvement on propagation. Thanks very much, Wade. Let's take a very quick trip down the list and make sure that everybody gets a chance to share any remaining signal reports. Amnon's at the top of the list, VA3IMW UHF.
Considering my noise level is about an S6 here, I did hear Chris. Chris was a tough copy, just a little bit over the S6 noise level, but I was able to make him out and readable signal. Albert was also competing with noise, but a little bit better. So if it wasn't for the noise, he probably would have given me an S6 as well. Chuck was actually a little poorer on this frequency. He was just even with noise level, so a bit of a rough copy, but still make him out. And of course, no copy on the weight at all again. Back to you, Mac. Easy.
Yeah, I guess the interesting thing is communication between you and Chuck deteriorated for 2 meters. He said he wasn't able to hear you whatsoever. So I'm not sure, whether there's that dastardly spaceship double parked between you, or some kind of monolith. Anyways, thanks for checking in with us tonight. I will do my best to also check in with you guys in Toronto, whatever you want to call that net, 446-025 at 9 o'clock, FM Simplex. And very good. Thanks for your check-in, and thanks for playing with us on 2 meters and 70 centimeters tonight. VE3 WPG, any other signal reports you want to share?
VA3 WPG, other than the fact on the beam and with the preamp on for the first time ever, I was able to understand Amnon there. First time. I heard him giving back the signal reports there, so good stuff. I'm back on the X30, but other than that, yeah. Oh, and Wade, VA3NCA, I checked because we're so close. It was funny, 70 centimeters, the difference was no signal up to S5, and here on 2 meters between the beam and the Omni, it was only, the difference was an S1 to 7, S8 to S9, so 5 unit difference on 70 centimeters and a 1 unit difference on 2 meters, so interesting. Anyways, other than that, that's it for me, VA3WPG.
Okay, thanks very much, Chris. Let's see, VA3BT, any other signals that you want to share?
Yeah, everybody kind of stayed the same there, but Chuck, I got him at 20 on this one, and Wade at 10 plus. So yeah, that's definitely better here for me anyways. Other than that, we'll hand it back over to you there, VA3BT.
Okay, Albert, thanks for your check-in tonight, and also appreciate the signal reports. Have yourself a good week, and I trust the traffic is in your favor. Okay, VA3CJZ, pick it up.
Yeah, very good, Mac. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is maybe there's a dead zone in between our radiation patterns on our antennas between the AJF and myself, because yeah, I should be able to pick them up better on 2 meters, but for some reason Yeah, there's obviously some absorption somewhere, and other than that, what a difference with Wade, from no signal to 10 to 15 over on 2 meters. So big difference there. So that's why I expected Amnon's signal to be up, but it seems week after week we just can't do it. Anyhow, Mac, thanks for doing the net. Much appreciated, sir. And it's very interesting to see the results. And I'll send it back to you.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I'm sure in upcoming weeks we'll figure out what's going on between you and Amnon Station. But as far as Wade's situation, he's got a home-built J-pole up in the rafters of his garage. And apparently it's much more resonant on 2 meters than it is on 70 centimeters. But it does a good enough job that it gets them into the repeater. And for the most part, we hear them on 70 centimeters in simplex as well. So, but much better performance on that antenna on 2 meters. Very good. Okay, and that's the guy that's coming in to wrap it up, a VA3MCA. So what is the data on the J-pole that you built? How resonant are you on 70 centimeters compared to 2 meters?
Well, let's see. Well, first, it's not actually a J-pole. I do have one of them. I haven't gotten around to tuning it up. I had some troubles with it, and then it went back on my project pile. This is a quarter wave ground plane antenna, so it's got 2 elements that are offset by about, 60 degrees. The 2 vertical elements. One is the one cut for 2 meters, and the other one is the one cut for 70 centimeters. This one has got a nice, single square on the SWR when I'm transmitting here on 2 meters. So it really likes this location of the 2 meter band as far as SWR goes. So I think that's maybe reflected in my signal strength. On 70 centimeters, I get a bar and a couple lines, so it's still pretty good, but it must just not be as tuned in as well as it could be. So this ground plane has 2 vertical elements which are at angles, so they kind of do impact each other, and when you tune it, you've got to bounce between each one to cut it back, and this is where I landed. Then it has some radials that are bent down. A couple of them are tuned for 2 meters, and a couple of them are tuned for 70. So it's kind of like it kind of looks like it's off balance. Two of the radials are shorter than the others, but that's the multi-bandedness of the thing I built. It behaves, or should behave, like a quarter wave. So there's not any gain in its omni, basically. But it's omni around the horizon. So, but it's also not up very high, so that's counted against me. But it does get me into the repeater, and it does get me close to the net controller for the 70 centimeter and 2 meter net.
All right. Keep up the good work, and let me know if you have any luck in improving the tuning there. But I think you still have a long outstanding project about getting a commercial vertical outdoors.
Yeah, someday. I have the one that I cart around to the parks. It's the X50, which is a nice one. It's basically portable, though. That's what I like about it. I actually have a 510, but that's going to take some work to get up there and get past the planning commission here at the local place. But we'll keep working on that and see what we can do.
Okay, let me know if you need a letter of recommendation for the board of directors. I could craft something really funky. Anyways, very good. That brings us to the end of the list. Let's see if anybody else is out there and listening. I think there's one guy that said he had a 2 meter radio that does sideband and wanted to check in. But let's see if there's any last minute guys that want to throw their call sign in the ring. Oh, there you go. Good stuff there. You're doing a fine job. Which radio is this? And yeah, it's good to hear you.
Well, this is an oldie goldie ICOM 271H, and it's only 2 meters. And when I first bought started to go VHF or UHF sideband, I bought a 440 rig, and I ended up getting rid of that and bought this one instead. So this one will do a high watts on sideband, and I've talked quite regularly to Toronto at one point in time a while ago. But anyway, yeah, I'm playing up your way. Pretty well everybody I can hear. And somebody, I'm not sure if it was Wade or who it was, I couldn't hear on the 2 meter rig. I had to go back to the YouTube, but then I changed something, and I'm hearing just about everybody pretty good here on my rig with my antenna. I got a homemade 2 meter quad, and it's pointed up your way there, Mac. Over.
Okay, very good. Signal report for you is 15 over S9. Good job there as well. And if you want to play around on 2 meter simplex, wait a minute. That's 70 centimeters. Never mind. Yeah, there is a net on Toronto on 446025 at 9 o'clock, FM simplex. So not sure if you want to check in with those guys. They meet there once a week on Sunday night. Anyways, thanks for checking in with us. That radio is working just fine.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think thanks for that. And I used to use it at CW, but I think this radio is as old as I've been a ham. So it was made the same year I became a ham, 1985. Yeah, I bought this off of San Key, it was off his estate. And anyway, but it does work. It doesn't get enough work out. So, yeah, we are not here on Monday night. I listen to you guys on YouTube to start with, and then I turned on the 2 meter rig, and I've been listening here. And I had to adjust things because I've never been on 2 meter sideband for a long time, for at least a couple of years. So I'm glad it's working good. And signal reports, I don't know, Chuck pins my needle over here, and everybody else is either about 9S units or thereabouts, pretty much. And one guy I don't know who it was, I had to listen to him on the YouTube because I couldn't hear him pointed up that way. So I don't know where he is anyway. So back to you, Mac. Thanks for doing the net, and thanks for being here. VA3IMW UHF.
Well, thanks for playing with us tonight, Rick. We'll look forward to checking in with you tomorrow night on 40 meters at 8 o'clock, I guess, or somewhere thereafter. Thanks for playing. And with that, we'll bring the net to a close. We'll be back here next Sunday night at 8 o'clock. We'll start on 70 centimeters and work down to 2 meters after we've got a list of check-ins. We'll turn this frequency back to normal amateur use. Thanking everyone for checking in tonight. And on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. 7-3s, one and all.
Yeah, go ahead there, Rick.